Chuusotsu is a fun, colorful story of three girls brought by their individual circumstances to live under the same roof and being forced to tackle existential questions to win their place in society. Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we are going to sit to Chuusotsu first graduation time after time. It might be coming as a surprise, but I have this game from itch.io. And that is because at some point of life, I don't remember exactly when it was for free in like a little bundle of 4 games. With Enigma, which I also have on Steam and we played it in the past. With Miniature Garden, which I also have on Steam. And with Magical Eyes Ready for Anguish, which I also have on Steam. Somehow this is the only game that I do not have on Steam. But yeah, we are going to play this starting today. We'll see where this is going. And, well, I guess while the Steam sale is going, I might pick the second game when it's discounted. So we have another one to go through. But yeah, first graduation, time after time. Let us begin. New game! Oh, that calm, serene music in the background. I'm liking that. She needed to get this done, no matter what. If you're just going to quit halfway through, you might as well be dead. Maybe, no, let's not go that far. She read that in a manga, capital letter, and believed in it so ardently that she kept whispering it to herself. There were so many things she had to do, an overwhelming amount. What would she start with? That should have been obvious. She first needed to take care of what was right in front of her. Wait, is this? I might be incorrect, but that in a way sounded to me like Rika from Higurashi. The sound of pen on paper mixed in with the patter of the rain. Also, yes, it's voiced in Japanese, but, well, it's voiced, so I'm not going to be reading those parts. That's how we roll over here. Will make things way easier for me. It's funny how there is actually a loading icon next to the text as well. Kinda digging that. Her team was the authority seal and my plans for the future. Oh. Plans for the future, the worst part. She planned on presenting it during Joint Society Ethics Society class for short. Alright, now, it's not wait, did I say Rika? No, I meant Satoko. I think I was completely incorrect though. Now, she didn't sound the same to me. Anyway, the pile of coins had created a small mountain. But there is one voice while I was like tinkering a little with the scrolls in the options for the characters as well. That was luckily enough, so characters are maxed out. I think there is one from Grisaya as well, voicing in this game. Anyway, the pin-up desk they had picked up out of the garbage dump groaned weakly under the strain. She rolled her head in circles to stretch her neck, then did the same with her shoulders. It kind of made her feel like a businesswoman past her prime. Hardly thinking of our girl recently turned 9? What? She borrowed the documents from the library. They weren't exactly bedtime reading material, but if one wanted accurate statistics, there was nothing better. After all, this was an essay for society. Her future was at stake. Wait, at that age? Dude, at that age, I definitely was not thinking about my future. Figuring out a plan for the future was done voluntarily while one was still growing up. That was the direction the United People's Federation of Earth had taken, gifted education essentially. It was quite a conundrum, with a system of self-obligation for achievement in place. A girl like her needed to find ways to inspire herself. She gave her cheeks a light wake-up slap before twisting around backward in her seat. That was when it happened. Oh, my classical Japanese house, let's go! She saw it. She saw what? Her brother's desk. Oh. And? With heaps of weekly manga, capital letter, laid unceremoniously on top. Jumpo. The weekly Shonen Jump. Needless to say, it was a popular magazine targeted to boys. No, not just boys, come on! I'm sure girls like that stuff too. See? Is it weird that I'm absolutely not interested in that one? I don't even know why. I know people love it. I'm like, doesn't pique my interest for some reason. One day I will watch it for. Maybe. I'm sort of watching that. Sort of. Like once every 3 months I blast through all the episodes I haven't watched. She felt her heart dancing in her chest. She was beyond excited. She might have been a girl, but she simply couldn't help being fascinated by hard work and that unique sense of triumph. I mean, that makes sense. An unfolding series of fantastical adventures. The main character's ultimate moves displayed across both pages. Anyone who didn't yell out the names of their special moves had no business being a hero. That's right. Therein lay a complete world of fantasy. The divine marriage of ink and paper we called manga created a world that never failed to make a girl's heart go wild. Unconsciously she reached for the magazine. Just another centimeter. The girl retracted her outstretched hand. This had been decided from the very beginning. For there existed a task that had to be accomplished beforehand. She turned back to the mountain in front of her and continued on. Having the willpower to overcome such temptations was essential for anyone aiming to become a well-respected adult. Girl, you're 9. And so it followed that she needed to pour all her heart and soul into getting this done. She ignored that source of leisure, thoroughly expelling it from her mind. Manga was the path of fools. Wow. What was the path of kings? Was it friendship? Maybe friendship. What about friendship? Since she entirely lacked friends, the girl got overly excited whenever she thought of the word friendship. Even as the falling rain ruled the grey skies, time halted, not to take shelter. Lunchtime, the Sunday family gathering, a brief period of happiness had arrived. What would today's menu be? White rice, seaweed salad, can't think of it. It was the same as last night. Seaweed salad was good. Easy on the wallet too. I've never eaten seaweed myself. It grew bigger when you dipped it in water, just like space food. A case of seaweed inflation, her brilliant brother once joked. The girl giggled without really understanding the joke. Seeing the two of them, their mother also joined in. The sound of laughter echoed throughout the old house. That house must be old. At first I thought when we only saw like the table and so on, that was for some... Oh, can you not hide it? That was a pattern on the wall, but well, now that we see see like the entirety of the room. Yeah. This family might basically be poor. And trying to basically, you know, repair stuff the easiest way. A drop of water fell on top of the salad. She looked up. Some rain was leaking through the roof. Mother is not voiced. Okay. Oh my, these leaks are such a bother. She held onto one end of the table while uttering the words in a tone both light and casual. The brother and the girl promptly followed suit. 3, 2, 1. They moved the table, with everything still on it. Risky. A leak formed in their new location too. This one though was caught in a bucket, sending faint ripples along the surface of the water inside. Looking up, there were 9 leaks in the 12 square meter living room ceiling. So like 75% of the square meters, have a leak. The tatami mats were peeling. Wind passed through the sliding door. Sounds like this family lives without the father. Damn. The tatami mats were peeling. Wind passed through the sliding door, and marble slid across the slanted floor. The toilet naturally was of the pit latrine variety, and common decency would dictate that the bath not be mentioned at all. The stereotypical image of poverty, if there ever was one. But even that was laughed away. As long as they had a jump, children were nigh invincible. They were ready to survive even the toughest of ordeals to get their hands on next week's issue. But there were times when they couldn't laugh, times when smiles weren't a good enough remedy. In their mother's body, that strong pillar which supported the whole house, lurked a demon of disease. She had been arresting this demon while raising 2 children. Oh no.
未来設計マリス川あるへ。私は中学になったら主要5教科はもちろん、特に教社と苦手な運動を頑張ります。大学卒業前の適正検査までに公務員の適正率を 90% 以上にしておく必要があるからです。
You know what? I feel like maybe it sort of makes sense why she would be thinking about the future so early on. Yeah.
公務員になるということはとっても難しいです。
That voice is still familiar.
ジョブを割り振る適正検査の受験者が世界全体で毎年およそ2000万人。その中で公務員に選ばれる人は約200人。0.001% ほどのまさに選ばれし超人です。
I wonder if that's true.
それにもし適正検査の結果、他のジョブになることが決まったら、一生そのジョブを続けていくことになります。それが人民の名誉と喜びだからです。
Wow. That's on one side nice, on the other rough. Constantly doing the same thing.
でも私は公務員の適正率を上げるための未来設計を作っていくつもりです。
That's a huge gamble, to be fair. If it's like the percentage that she said.
なぜなら、公務員は世界で最強のジョブだからです。これ以上の超人シールはないからです。そして、公務員になったら、お母さんたちと一緒にお腹いっぱいご飯を食べたいです。
She needed to get this done, no matter what. This was to save her mother, who worked day and night with her bony hands and rattling cough. She had something she needed to do, no matter the cost. What would she start with? Effort. Even without friendship, enough effort would help her grasp the victory. Even if she had to dismiss all requests to go play. Even if she became the class reject as a result.
大好きな漫画を捨ててでも
Ooh. That's a tough one. And so the seasons came and went. One after the other. The place. Inside of the train station. The time. Very early. 7:55 in the morning. AM. The rush hour trains slid past the platforms. Men and women in suits burst out like water crashing through a collapsing dam. That's her? Yep. There it was, a surge of people. A bustling whirlpool of civilization. And a young girl about to drown in it. Sorry about the sound of the bottle, by the way. She doesn't seem like a very confident girl. I would tell you where you can kick them, but... Whoa. I think I used to have a long time ago a phone, like a home phone, literally with the same sound. The train on track 4 will be leaving shortly. Please stand behind the yellow line. Of course, you know, nobody would be able to understand that. Okay. Dude, this entrance is... I know this entrance. I've seen this, I believe, in multiple visual novels. Or maybe it's just... Okay, maybe it's not the same. But I recognize this, okay? It's... This one, maybe not exactly this one, but you know... I feel like they always like give the same angle at least, and so on. But it feels always familiar. Anyway, she managed. Nice. As the doors began to close, she was barely pushed out the door and onto the platform. What a comparison. Yes, probably. Maybe. There was only one train line in her hometown. Ooh. She never experienced not being able to have a seat when riding a train. Ooh. Actually, today was the first day she got on a train by herself. Congrats. Morning rush hour. People passing by. She couldn't just stand there. After heaving a brief sigh, she let the wave push her along. Don't worry about it. No matter where she looked, there was nothing but people. People! And even more people! God did instruct men to populate the world, but still, she couldn't help thinking they were over capacity. Yes, we are. We are over capacity, without a doubt, man. People claiming that we are in a decline of ridiculous behavior. There are too many of us. She took a quick look around. After a while, she spotted an information panel. Face turning white? Why? Cold sweat began trickling down her face. It was a clearly laid out map. but the paths throughout the station didn't hold any structure in her head. It was like the map of a dungeon made for an adventurer. The girl just stood there, still as a statue.
やっぱりシールなしだと地図を読むのもハードなのね。
That feels a little bit like me, or like all first years at university that I attended. Yeah, we literally were given maps and so on. Or we downloaded maps earlier from the website. That was hilarious, in a way. But well, no surprises there, to be fair, given the fact that there were like one campus for physical education, one campus for English, anything mathematics related, biology and so on, one for like engineering, and one more, so the fourth one for management and crap like this. Crazy. Anyway. Again, the phone call. The next train arrived, and along with it a second wave of people.
待って、まだ地図が
Yikes. Pushed along the wave, she ended up being brought outside the ticket gate.
さすが都会、これが自動改札ってやつだ。
No, it wasn't. Flower petals swayed along in the breeze. They were cherry blossom petals. It was spring. The skies were clear and blue, with a few wispy clouds covering a portion of it. Oof.
気持ちいい。
What a cutie pie. The feeling of release from the sea of people. Without even noticing, she let the words escape her mouth.
それにしても
She looked at the waves of people flowing around her. More specifically, their hands.
やっぱりみんなシールがある。
What's seal?
当たり前か。よっぽどのことがない限り、適正検査で進学先なりジョブなり割り振られるものだもんね。
Damn.
シールなんて持ってて当たり前だよね。
Wouldn't it make things so much easier, to be fair? If, like, right after school you would be just going through a test. Okay, let's test you out for what you will be doing. Alright, you'll be doing that, that and that. Adios. Or, alright, you can do this, 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 this. I feel like that would be actually convenient.
それに比べて
You are? Arue looked at her own right hand. Her dominant hand. Oh, same, right, yeah.
ブラブラブラブラ。
What? She shook her head like a dog.
ダメダメ。いきなりメランコリって言ったら何のために実家を出たんだかわかんないんだから。そうだ。今度こそいろんな誘惑に負けずに努力して再検査をパスして、それで
Oh. She mastered her resolve beneath the sunny skies of spring. Her name was Marisugawa Arue. A plain-looking girl. What? No. Although the kind of girl who looks good in glasses would have also been an acceptable description. I can see that. Her hobby was manga. She liked reading them, but enjoyed writing her own even more. Why are you not trying to do that? She was 15 years and 4 months old. Okay, so we are like 6-year jump. She had the traits of a hard worker, along with the traits of an airhead. Oof. Arue would focus on whatever she was doing. As a result, the time she spent raising her compatibility rating during her mandatory education period was quite fruitful.
けど
Kedo? She also spent a lot of time in the hospital. Oh no. So she's a fragile lady. She initially contracted the disease back in her first year of middle school. It was a paradoxical time of self-loving and self-loathing. The disease was not lethal, she had already conquered it. But with the 2 years of hospitality... Oh, hospitalization and in-home quarantine. Her attendance rate plummeted, basically. Her grades in the primary subjects plummeted. I feel like in this case, my grades would go up if I had to study on my own instead of in the school. It's hilarious in its own way. Yeah. Plus all the other categories in compatibility examination. All red. Without any leeway to be allowed to start over, Arue ended up graduating from middle school. As a result. Type. Needlessly diligent girl. Characteristics. Extreme nervousness. Ooh. Notes from a societal point of view, your stage fright is quite problematic, you know. And? I mean, it's not like she's aiming to be like a freaking, I don't know, theatrical actress or actress in general, or a singer. Her stages look more or less like that. Whoa. I did not expect that. She jumped up, startled by the sudden vibration of her smartphone. I mean, if it's a smartphone, you don't really need to touch any buttons. Hey, I'm sorry, I had to. Not without problems, but she managed. In a few months, what are you talking about, girl? You have years before that. Come on. What a coincidence. I also woke up at 5 a.m. I felt miserable because of that. She's so ambitious. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. You need to learn to take breaks. Don't push yourself. You'll burn yourself down, girl. Okay. The call ended. Arue's arms fell limp to her sides like a pair of waves. Togurami had always carried a bit of a burden on her heart. She didn't hate them by any means. Her younger years were filled with smiles nurtured by bonds strong enough to overcome her impoverished lifestyle. She did actually regard them fondly, and for that very reason her past was unforgivable. Man, even so, what a coincidence! We haven't seen each other since the graduation ceremony! Suddenly she heard some voices from behind. Hey, come to think of it, I don't believe I've ever asked, but how was the result of your compatibility examination, Misoe? Hey, Solka, you went to uni, right? Yep, I'm studying at Japan University's Department of Law. Wow, that means you've succeeded becoming the ideal girl. I'm jealous. Hey, what about you, Misoe? I'm a line worker at the bread factory. Guess your compatibility examination results didn't let you move on to university then? Yeah. My job is to make sure there aren't any defects among whole melon wrappers. Makes you wonder what the compatibility for a line worker really is. Exactly. I work 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. Oh my god. Well, even ignoring all of that, it's a super boring job and they pay isn't all that great, so I'm worried if I can really keep doing it my whole life. I see. But since that's the law, I have to spend my whole life shipping off whole melons for other people to enjoy. Oh man, I really wanted to experience campus life. So are you dimwit? What? Just getting authority is already an accomplishment itself. Some people out there can't even get hold of what we take for granted each day. Your attitude is disrespectful to those poor sad people. I guess that's true. That's right. Life. Live a proactive life. Woo.
人生前のめり。引っかかるところもあったけど、確かにポジティブで素敵な考え方だよね。
Yeah, sure. She clenched her fists tightly. Her plain white fists. How can you call a fist plain or not? Wow. Fists the hue of fresh snow, completely white and without any dirt or stains. That sounds nice.
私もあの人たちみたいに前向きに生きていく。たとえ平日の朝っぱらから私服で街を歩いてたって。
Okay. By the way, that girl!
ネバーギブアップでやっていく漫画の主人公みたいに。
Yeah, she's wearing casual outfit. And look, there's a few on either of her heads.
雨にも負けず。
She's one of them, isn't she?
風にも負けず。
Well, that's how it is.
雪にも夏の暑さにも。
She looks younger than us, but
負けない。
the fact that she's not wearing a uniform and that she has no silicone can only mean a Chuusotsu!
学歴コンプには勝てない。
She's a Chuusotsu, right?
それ以上現実を突きつけないで。じゃないと私。
Oi, just a second ago you were so motivated, girl.
またあれが来ちゃう。
What is going?
最も憎らしくて、最も気持ちいい。
What are you talking about?
あれが。
I kind of feel sorry for her. Let's go. Look at her gives me the motivation to live on as a whole melon worker. We've got to give our thanks to that unemployed girl. I think they broke her. Yeah, they definitely broke her. But she's 15, so... Like... Her soul broke free of the prison known as a body. So this was what ascending to heaven felt like. Not even close. Altitude 10,000 meters. In middle school, I'll work hard on the 5 main subjects, focus on PE, which I'm bad at, and society, especially society. And society. Especially society. In order to become a government employee. Whoa, Big C's became an elite, right? Isn't that why I'm studying this hard? I'm falling back on manga, even spending all my spare time studying. Chuusotsu. It's just... Actually, I have not checked the meaning, but is Chuusotsu like basically someone unemployed? Girl. I mean, obviously it does suck. What's Chuusotsu? Chuusotsu meaning. Junior high school or middle school junior high, middle school, I considering the same thing basically. Graduate. But yeah, after that there is still high school, so like, girl, calm down. You will manage. What? 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 That was hilarious. It has been over 100 years since the United People's Federation was born as the result of a successful worldwide revolution. The P3 Law, which was enacted as soon as the Federation was established, obligates every member of the human race to wear an authorized power certificate, also known as authorization seal. The authorization seal is a nanomachine system that strengthens the wearer's abilities depending on their job, arbitrarily assigned through aptitude tests by the authorities. That is crazy. As the seal gained through those tests cannot be replaced, you'll be stuck with the same job for the rest of your life. On the other hand, your job will remain safe and secure unless you commit a crime. As a result, the populace is no longer concerned about its welfare. Okay. That is to say, the people have gained lives without any financial trouble through the sacrifice of free choice of employment. Do we have a free choice to be quite honest? Come on, let's face it. I bet most people are just doing anything just to go on. They don't really do what they like to do. They don't do what they want to do, and so on. So, I would say, yeah, we don't really have a choice still. At first, the citizens accepted this and gradually started enjoying it. But it did not take long until the P3 law had become a given. I would say, it would be nice as a suggestion, I guess, but not as a must. No effort is required to get a job. Okay, that's nice. No competition arises under the law. That's kinda nice as well. And anyone can live a clean and righteous life with a smile. Alongside someone important to them. Before long, people quit living dreams for the future. Ideas, dreams, and competition and have been overwhelmed by fairness and equity, and eventually forgotten. Game. The very concept of dreams has faded away. That sucks. Some call this world a dreamless world. That sucks. The P3 law has brought equality and equity to the world. Equality and equity. There is no such a thing. This is a philosophical story of how three good-for-nothing Chuusotsu girls spent a peculiar part of their youth in a world where the authorized power certificate decides everything from jobs to abilities to personal income. Huh. CS. Fuck. Can I go back?
Chuusotsu.
I can't. CSE. Alright, I mean, what's in the tips? Oh, okay, this is what I wanted to read, I guess. CSE, Joint Society Ethics, subject of comprehensive curriculum. It is also one of the 5 primary subjects. National language, okay. Mathematics, okay. Society ethics, okay. Science, okay. And CSE. It has two main categories of study. Firstly, details of the United People's Federation's fundamental principles and history. Secondly, how the organization sealed the ticket to life to every citizen works. By learning these things since childhood, the people are able to gain a better understanding of the P3 law. Okay, aptitude tests. The examinations that take place all over the world at such junctures. Dude, by the way, that P3 thing, I bet Poland would be like, you know what? Fuck this! We are not taking this! And maybe it would be a good thing. I don't know, on one thing I feel like nice, but also, that sucks, kind of. Again, if it was like a test that gives you suggestions, sure. Not something that basically throws you into a bucket you can't get out of. Dude, I feel like we'll be having a very serious we will be having very serious conversations over here in this game. And love it, love it. Anyway, the examinations take place all over the world at such a junctures as the end of compulsory schooling or the end of higher education. The tests are fully based on the P3 law and on the initiative of the government. The tests fall into three categories: written examination, physical performance test, and personality test. Oh. She seems like someone who would have problems with two of them. Also, because we found out had problems with health earlier. So physical examination will be rough. And I guess that personality as well. Because, already mentioned, she's like an airhead. Anyway, the results of the test determine the applicant's authorization seal, in fact, their career path. The personality test is based on the personal records, stored in the applicant's seal through their personal number. They take cell fragments of the part of your body, to which the seal is attached, and have the specialized institution analyze them in detail. What? All young citizens, ever since they were little, have been more concerned about this particular test than the other two, because it determines how the rest of their lives will play out. Damn. Joint society ethics is the support school subject for the test. Damn. P3 law. An international law enacted by the United People's Federation. All citizens are obligated to hew to the following. 1. Each person is naturally a citizen of the Federation. 2. Their very first job is equally the newborn infant. Wow. How much do you get paid for that? 2. Depending on the results of the aptitude tests run by the authorities, one job and one outright seal are given to each citizen, and they must wear the seal, okay? 3. The amount of income and the place of residence are decided depending on the authorized power certificate of the citizen, okay? 4. Should the citizen act against the laws, a given amount of points or all their points will be deducted from their authorized power certificate. Oof. 5. The authorized power of the citizens without an authorized power certificate is 5. The authorized power of this. Without... Okay. So she's 5 now. 6. Citizens without an authorized certificate are to take another set of aptitude tests. This is a right each and every citizen is allowed to have. Oh, so you can repeat that. Cool. The Federation. The official name, United People's Federation of Earth. Okay. A nation that was born by uniting all the countries over the world, which we know will never happen in real life. A federation republic run by the top executives. A new age federal nation with the goal of worldwide equality. Okay. As long as it's not like a forced equality, cool. For counted as a nation, it is practically an international governmental organization composed of multiple departments. The success of the revolution was the biggest factor for the primarily developed countries to assent to the federalization. Even though the identity of each country basically remains intact, they are all treated as a national autonomous community under control of the Federation, which forbids them from describing themselves as a republic or a united nation. Since the United People Federation owns such specialized institutions as policy, power, or right of self-defense, every community has to follow the rules and principles. Okay. The Federation in the center of the world is based on a small Northeast Asian country that used to be the stronghold of revolution. Huh. Oh my god. Can we skip this one? Holy crap. They packed so much text into this. Alright. World history. Everything began 2 centuries ago. There was an age when economic science reached its height. Competition beat rigging turned into chaos, and the gap between the rich and the poor widened to an extreme. I mean, that's already the case. The right wing versus the left wing. It is difficult for the shield and the pike to get along with and help each other. Then it was inevitable that equality and equity become a dead letter when the haves and have-nots coexist. According to the records, in this chaotic world, private organizations staged anti-government demonstrations in various parts of the world. Dude, I think this is actually happening. Kind of. Maybe not. No, not really. I feel like, especially given the fact that not long ago they were choosing the new president for the USA, right? Sadly, like, not maybe sadly, but those private organizations that did not go anti-government, they support a certain candidate. I kinda don't like that. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like all those politicians and so on should not be going and trying to get the support of, you know, people that run organizations and so on. I feel like, I don't know, in general it's a stupid contest. In general. I'm not surprised that the person that won for USA won, not gonna lie. Not surprised. Anywho, where did I finish? Oh, the demonstrations were at first only held by small groups, but before long vastly ballooned in number and turned into national reform movements. At one place there was a demonstration employing explosive rhetoric. What? At another there was a terror attack using extreme vocabulary. Okay. I mean, that's fine. The chaos then spiraled out of control. Dude, you can tell that it is basically white people doing that. The chaos then spiraled out of control. Even more movements like these took place simultaneously all across the globe. This is called the Relay of Reformism. See page 87 of textbook for more details. Dude, if there was actually an access to a textbook in this game, you bet we would probably be reading through it. The human race reached one of the biggest turning points. All of those movements involved violence and caused military action. A civic movement was no longer the correct term to describe what was happening, but rather a revolution. The world versus the civilians. The clash between the establishment and the anti-establishment was, needless to say, easily brought to an end by the former on account of its considerable amount of wealth, combat power and influence, and then quelled by the sugared words of politicians that citizens ceased to rebel. Dude, politicians are the cancer, basically. Let's face it. At least the current politicians, they are a cancer, man. So the whole world thought. The movement that was practically already under control surged anew because of one scientific breakthrough. An unknown substance was discovered. Yeah, I feel like, USA aside, so many European countries have politicians that are basically a cancer, not just to their own country, but to like European Union and so on. It's crazy. Yeah, dude, this game will make me touch so many touchy subjects. Oh boy. Anyway, substance was discovered. It was dug out in a small northeastern Asian country that had been alienated, mocked and loathed by the rest of the world. Even though the country had even been left outside the movement, it worked together with the rebels on the new substance and succeeded at establishing a monumental technology. The bodybuilding nanomachines. I would not want that. That was the moment when the entire globe reached the point of the paradigm shift. Then the new technology brought the movement to success. In this paradigm shift, the old regime came to an end and was replaced by a world with one shared principle of utilizing the nanomachines. And the Northeast Asian country, the one in charge of the success of the revolution, became the leader of the world and declared the founding of the new republic. They united the developed countries into one federation. This is how the United Powers... sure. This is how the United Peoples Federation of Earth was born! That's the end of the history lessons for today. Dude, you know what? I think this game will be super fun. Be right back, I'm buying the second game. Be right back, I'm already buying the second game, okay? While it's still on sale. I wonder why, like the first Chuusotsu, by the way, which we are playing right now, is on itch. But the second is not. Yeah, there's only one for some reason. Anyway, yeah, as always, I will link you the game description. I see it's $17.99 on itch. And I have no clue what's the price on freaking Steam, man. I have Polish prices, so... Let's see, if I switch to... English... No, it's still showing. God damn it. SteamDB. I don't remember if it shows prices or not. First graduation. Alright, yeah, it does show all the prices. Let's see. Euro, 9.75 euro and $9.99 dollars. Not bad. It kinda checks out. In Poland it's more expensive than in... Right. Dude. Oh, that's cool. It actually shows the converted price to... We are one of the most expensive countries when it comes to game prices, by the way. Okay, so Chuusotsu apparently is like the second in Poland. Poland is the second most expensive at the moment. The first being Switzerland. Dang. I thought in the past when, you know, there was like that addition of the prices, you know, on Steam. How they will add Polish currency and so on. I was like, yeah, I think it is not a good idea. I feel like for us the prices will be higher because of that. And I'm correct, I was correct. Man, I wish having to I wish we haven't had that change basically. I wish I could be buying in euros because again it would be a little bit cheaper. Funnily enough. Whatevs, man. Whatevs. I will also link, to be fair, Steam to the game in case you are interested in buying the game yourself as well. Technically it's 50% off right now. But yeah, I'll also be picking out the second. I already can tell that I will enjoy this game. So yeah, I'm gonna attack and pick up the second one. This one on Steam. So we are prepared with another one afterwards. Yeah. Alright, I see the description of the second one. That is going to be interesting as well. Alright, because I'm talking too much right now. Let's end for today. Tomorrow we shall continue Chuusotsu first graduation time after time. And, well, hopefully our girl over here will achieve some success. We'll find out. For now, hope you have a wonderful day. Consider liking the video and subscribing, of course. Always super appreciated. And we'll be playing more games, obviously. More and more and more. Alright, I'm out. Have a good one. Bye-bye.